guys, it's Natalie with Living the Oil Life. Thanks for joining us today. It is Must Have Monday, and today we are talking about a little oil that has been rocking my world lately, and that is Idaho Blue Spruce. If this is your first time joining us, thanks for doing so. I hope you check out more videos like this, but today it is Must Have Monday and we're talking about Idaho Blue Spruce. But it's actually an exclusive oil from Young Living's St. Mary's Farm in Idaho, hence Idaho Blue Spruce. And I've known about it, but to me it was just another tree oil and I really didn't want it. I really didn't think I needed it. And there was other things that I wanted to try and play with and things like that. But I kept hearing about it when I would go to one of our leaders classes and we would be talking about the emotional oils and she would always mention Idaho Blue Spruce. So I put it on my wish list and I've been wanting to try it. And so finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to order it. I probably obviously need it if this keeps coming back to my mind, because if you know me, you know that most of my personal physical issues stem from emotional issues. So I thought it would be a good oil to try, and I am so glad I did. I don't know why I waited so long. Now the word spruce actually comes from the Latin word pungens, P-U-N-G-E-N-S, which means sharp. And of course the needles are very sharp at the point of it, and the spruce has I think 4-sided needles. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a cool fact. Now, important thing to know is that Idaho Blue Spruce is a part of the Picea pungens family. And that is the Idaho Blue Spruce, where a lot of our other spruces that are in our blends, they are of the Picea mariana. I will put those words there so you could check them out. So that is why it's always good to be familiar with which family or which species, I always get that wrong, where the oil originates from. So the Idaho Blue Spruce is the Picea pungens, and most of our other spruce oils that are in our blends, especially the emotional blends, are the spruce that is the Picea mariana. And we get the oil by distilling the branches, the needles, and the twigs. Now, of course, it being a tree oil, it has a very woodsy and a very evergreen scent to it. But honestly, I opened up the bottle, I fell in love with this oil right away. And even though it is a tree oil, it's still a lot different to me than like the cypress, the white fir, or the Northern Lights black spruce. And this one is my favorite. It is more, it's stronger, it's more crisp smelling, it's more woodsy smelling, and I absolutely love it. And I'll just grab it and smell it out of the bottle. And because it's so strong, I think that during the Christmas time, if you like that fresh Christmas pine smell and you don't get a real Christmas tree, or even if you do get a real Christmas tree, I would add this to the Christmas spirit oil, especially if you got it free this month. I would add it to the Christmas spirit oil and diffuse that, or even put it on like some pine cones and stick the pine cones in your tree, so it just gives off that even more aroma to it. You really do need to smell this oil if you like the tree smell, if you like the tree aromas. It is a topical aromatic oil, which means you can use it on your skin. They do recommend that you dilute it 1-to-1, meaning you put a drop of carrier oil with a drop of your oil, or 3 drops to 3 drops, that kind of thing. And use your favorite carrier oil like your B6, your Ortho Ease, olive oil, jojoba, almond, anything that your skin loves. Use that to dilute it, especially if you have sensitive skin. And it provides a feeling of grounding and of deep peace and trust, and helps to foster trust within yourself. It helps to release negative emotions, and we know that negative emotions can be very toxic, especially if they are buried deep. So diffusing it can help release a lot of those negative emotions that you may have. And it may also help to open up your heart a little bit, to be able to trust yourself a little bit more, and maybe empower you to be that person that you know that you can be, because you feel secure and at peace. And I was reading that the Indians actually used spruce to help connect spiritually. And so this would be a great oil to diffuse while you're praying, while you're worshiping, while you're meditating, reflecting, doing yoga, stretching a little bit, any of that quiet time that you have that you just want to reflect, inner reflect, and connect with God more. I think this would be a great oil to diffuse. Now, topically, like I said, you want to dilute it 1-to-1, and it is great great for muscles. It is great for helping to relieve the tension that you may have in your muscles, or if they're very tired, just to relieve some of that from overactivity, working out a little too much, doing a little too much shopping for your Christmas presents or your holiday presents. It'd be great for that. Anybody that you know that is in a physically demanding job, it'd be great for them to use it to help massage it. And not only are they helping their muscles, but it's helping them wind down and be more at peace after a long day. And I was reading that a couple of massage therapists have actually started using the Idaho Blue Spruce instead of some of their other oils, especially for those clients that they do know have some emotional, bound up emotionally and have to deal with some negativity in their life and things like that. They'll use the Idaho Blue Spruce over other oils. It would also be great to add a few drops to some Epsom salt and use that in your bath, or put a few drops in your sauna. And I think it'd be really great to use as a massage on your neck for your muscles up there, and also because of your nervous system and how your nerves run down your neck. I think it would be a great support for your nervous system to be using the Idaho Blue Spruce. I also heard that men, when they use it, they feel a little bit more energized. And apparently it is good for the bedroom. When you use it, it is said to help you increase your spiritual bond between each other, which in essence will help to increase that physical bond between each other. And it is suggested that you take a couple of drops of Idaho Blue Spruce, your favorite oil, whether that be Sensation or V6 or one of the massage oils, rub that, and it says whether a man or a woman, you rub it on the inner thigh and enjoy your night. So I don't know about that one, but that's what I heard. And so those are some different ways that you can use Idaho Blue Spruce. For me personally, I decided to diffuse it, and I diffused it at night. I usually try to diffuse my emotional oils at night because I can get tired. I know that I'm cleansing. And the first night I did a few drops of Idaho Blue Spruce. I think it was like 4 or 5, and a couple of drops of cedarwood. I just wanted to see how it did. And I usually do cedarwood at night, so that wasn't a big change. But I slept like a baby, and it was a sound sleep. Sometimes I sleep and I wake up and and I toss and I turn, and I've had some trouble sleeping, but I slept like a baby that night. Of course, I used Peace and Calming on my feet and cedarwood on my head like I always do, but this was kind of a different sleep. And so I thought, okay, maybe that was just a fluke. So I tried it again the next night, and I just did the Idaho Blue Spruce, and I did maybe about 5 or 6 drops that night. And again, I had a very sound sleep. So the next night I decided to try a little bit of Idaho Blue Spruce, a little bit of cedarwood, and I also added a few drops of surrender oil. And again, I slept like a baby. And when I woke up, I felt a little bit lighter. I guess that could be the word. I felt a little bit lighter. I felt like a little bit of a weight had been lifted off. So I'm going to keep trying to do that. I haven't done it the last couple of nights just because I wanted to see, but I think I'm going to try that again. Oh, and I added a couple of drops of orange too. I've been finding I love cedarwood and orange at night. I thought that it would keep me awake because I know some people it energizes them, but I really like it at night. And so that's how I have been using it. Another thing that I forgot to mention was that it is good for dogs and horses. Now, it's not good for cats because a lot of the tree oils like pine can be toxic to cats, but it is safe for dogs and horses. So it would be good to put a drop in your hand and let them smell it, or put a drop in your hand and then just kind of pet them and rub them down rub it on their ears, especially down to their tailbone. And especially if you have dogs that are just real jittery, or if they're a little bit scared, or if they maybe are around strangers a lot, especially with company coming, especially if it's not familiar company, I think Idaho Blue Spruce would be a really great oil for you to use on your pets. And then another cool thing that I read, which I can't find actual documentation on it, so if you guys have heard anything and please comment below and help us out. But I heard that Idaho Blue Spruce actually has a frequency between 520 and 580, which is extremely high because rose oil is like a 320. So if that is true, I think that is why my body loves this so much, because the frequency is so high, and it's probably just clearing out some of that deep-seated emotional baggage that I may have. So that's it for our must-have Monday is Idaho Blue Spruce. If you guys have used it before, please let us know how, because we always love to hear how everybody else uses them. And if you haven't used it yet and are going to put it on one of your essential rewards orders, let us know that too. And if it just so happens that you aren't part of Young Living yet and you are ready to jump into this oily adventure, I would love you to be part of our amazing team. We have a private face group, we have private Facebook classes and online classes and leadership support, and we are just here for each other to learn and grow with you along your journey. So if you're ready, just go ahead and click on the link below in the comments. You can visit my site, livingtheoillife.com, or message me and we can get you started today. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe. The little icon button should be jumping up here, and for more videos. And of course, until next time, keep living the oil life, guys, and I'll see you later.